Plaintiff W. Charles Welch owns a radio station, and he's the first African American to build a radio station from the ground up in Northwest Ohio. Charles claims he sold a promotional advertising package to the defendant, but he failed to pay for it in full, so he's suing. Defendant George Hicks owns Cruise and Clean Auto Sales, and he's been advertising with Charles's station for years. George claims after the promotion in question ran on the radio, he didn't get as much customer activity as he'd anticipated, so he refuses to pay off the balance.
Start with you.
Okay, Your Honor, first of all, I'd like to say my aunt says to tell you that your mom would be proud of you. She's from Detroit. She used to mentor you. Her name is Edna Welch. She's with Edna King.
Oh, sure. She was one of my mother's good friends.
Right, they went to church together.
I don't know about mentoring me. Nobody could mentor me, obviously, at church. She tried, say that.
Right, tried to mentor you.
Tried to control me like the rest of the church ladies who are my
Yes,
mom's
sir.
friends.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there. She's doing well?
She's doing well.
Good.
She's in a wheelchair, but she's doing well.
Oh, God bless her. You sharp today, Doc.
Well, thank you, sir.
I can tell you that, too. All right. Who you know?
I'm the owner of Cruise and Clean Auto
Oh, man, you
Sales.
better give me some names. You know anybody I know?
No.
At least you're honest, though. All right. And tell me, how do you know the gentleman?
Well, sir, I have a radio station in Toledo. I am proud to say that I'm the first African American to build and construct a radio station in Northwest Ohio from ground up.
Wow.
And we've been on the air for 17 years.
Congratulations. That is a good deal.
And it's a family-owned business, and I'm serving the part of general manager, owner, salesperson, janitor, and everything else. It was like that.
Okay.
Anyway, one of my salespeople were approaching Mr. Hicks's business and another business in the area to sell them a promotion that we were preparing for the Steve Harvey Hoodie Award in Las Vegas. And we were going to send 2 people from each one of the businesses to the awards out in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I've been in that several times. I participated.
Yes, sir. I saw you there. And anyway, the package we had that presented to these 2 businesses required $1,000 deposit over a period of a month's time, starting in May 23rd, 2013, and ending on June 24th, run a month's time. And in the second week, you would pay $500. The third week, you would pay, or the third week and the fourth week, you pay $500 each to sum up to $2,000. Of course, when your company's doing that, paying this money in advance, we would like to get all the money in advance. And for that service, we would give each one of these clients 200 spots to advertise on their business, to have our listeners to go by their place of business, to take a chance in a drawing to win the trip for 2, all expense paid, from Detroit to Las Vegas to the Steve Harvey Neighborhood Awards. Okay. And well, one business completed real good, but this gentleman paid the $1,000, and I had to get all the money in to get the airplane tickets, et cetera. And he failed to pay the other $1,000 on due time. And since then, he's only paid $600 after that. And I've been approaching this man for months to get the rest of my money.
Defendant George Hicks paid to advertise on the plaintiff's radio station, but he claims the promotion was a flop, so he refuses to pay.
Sir?
I'm on Cruise and Clean Auto Sales in Toledo, Ohio. I've been advertising on the radio for many years now. I started advertising with The Juice in 2003.
The Juice, the radio?
Right, Mr. Welch's station. Okay. In 2008, a new radio station came to town, and their station's hot. 107.3, The Juice, is all out of juice. and I got the proof.
All right, well, did you know that before you put your money into the Juice?
Well, his salesperson convinced me to sponsor this.
Where did you get the information you're giving me today?
From Wikipedia.
The reduction in ratings.
Right.
You got that from Wikipedia?
Correct.
After the fact.
After the fact.
Most people go before the fact
Well, Your
and
Honor,
get the information they need before spending their money. You spend your money, and then after the fact, you get the information that you needed before spending your money.
well, Your Honor, as I stated before, as of 2008, I stopped advertising with him because he did lack luster. But his salesperson came, and they came with a convincing argument about the Steve
What
Harvey
was
show.
the convincing argument?
Well, it sounded real good.
What?
He said that he give me 200 spots, and I have a live broadcast, and they gonna give away these plane tickets to Las Vegas, you know, 3 nights, 4 days. It sounded real good to me. Sounded real convincing.
What was untrue about it?
Well, what was untrue about it, out of the 200 spots, only 40 people came to the car lot and put their names in the ballot box.
Or you didn't get as many people to come to your business as you wanted?
I expected at least, for 200 spots, I should have got at least one person per spot.
Okay, is that what has happened in the past?
That's what happened that time. In
No,
the past,
one
when
per
I used
spot.
to,
Hold on, one per spot. Has that ever happened to you, that you had one customer for every 30-second spot?
it wasn't the customer, it was that he was giving away a free trip. And it was no strings
And what
attached.
did you
All they had
want?
to do,
You wanted the person to come there and be a potential customer, though, right?
That's correct.
That's what we're talking about, sir. So let's go back to the question. In the past, remember how long you've been advertising?
Since 2003.
All right, since 2003. In all of these years, do you get one customer for every ad?
No,
Have you ever gotten it?
no.
But you said that's what you expected this time.
I expected to get one person to come in and fill out for the free trip to Las Vegas
How long you been in business?
since 1998.
Okay, all right,
Your Honor,
yeah.
there were no 40 people, different people in that box. What happened, it was a female salesperson that went to the place of business, and she was afraid to go in, and I went along with her because she was afraid of the dog that looked like a junkyard dog up there. You could get one way into the business, and you could have to back out into a main street, into traffic, and I went along with her on all occasions. And at the drawing, I participated in the drawing, live on the air. And somehow, the gentleman that stuffed the ballot box, I don't know if it was he.
Don't tell me he won.
Or the dog, he won.
And still don't want to pay your money.
And I took the box back to the radio station, and all the names except 6
We're here.
were his.
Well, Your Honor, sir, I only put one entry in there, and his person came
won.
out and shook the box real good. I didn't reach in there and get it. His assistant reached in there, and it
How
just
did
so
the
happened
trip
they
go?
pulled my
How did
one.
the trip go?
It went okay.
Oh, good. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day. I believe you didn't pay him.
He was wrong. And he hadn't been advertising with me for 8 years, not as a cruising clean detailing car. Another business he advertised probably for a long, lengthy time, but not as that business that he currently owns.
Only thing I want to say is he stated that I had a junkyard dog, and the junkyard dog was a little beagle.
Oh.
So if that's fearful for his people, then I'm sorry to say that, but I don't really have any bad feelings about Mr. Welch. I think he does the best he can. I certainly do.